Hello.
Everybody's waiting.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Yesterday we worked late, and normally we cook everything on Tuesdays and reheat it Wednesday morning. But we worked late yesterday and only prepped everything and had to cook it this morning. And our stove just did not cook it fast enough. Like, we started at 7 o'clock this morning, and it was still, we're an hour late. So.
Oh, hey, what are you doing over there running your mouth? Oh, that's what it's made for.
Oh, if you can tell us where they are, we don't have any sleeping bags with us today, but if you told us where they were.
No.
Oh, 2 plates. We don't have any to-go boxes, so you would have to carry plates, because we're out of to-go boxes. Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
What's that?
Huh?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Where's your shoes? Aren't you cold?
Hey guys. Yeah, Mike, it's impossible to keep shoes on that child. She makes it really hard. And the shoes that she was wearing the other day, she wore in the pond, and so they were all muddy and beyond repair. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi, everybody.
They can only see half your head. Hey, Dave!
Hey. Hi, everybody. How far you got to trick you to do that? Coyote?
We just having a rough morning this morning. Let's see. We're just gonna have to set stuff on it. I know, but the forecast doesn't say so.
I know it. Actually,
Hope y'all are ready for some deliciousness.
I heard. I heard about it.
Yeah. Well, for the top. Amy, put that over here, please.
Oh, you're loading it down.
Yep. There we go.
Here's your bank.
There's a leaf in there. The stuff is right here. Grab that box of stuff, Amy. Yeah, we could do that. Oops, I hope that doesn't get lost. Hunter, move.
I didn't get no food. When I walk her a lot, I let her rest for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Let's get started.
I guess everybody's waited long enough.
Sorry, guys. Our kitchen did not cook as fast as we wanted it to this morning. Normally, we cook everything on Tuesdays and then reheat it on Wednesdays, and we worked late yesterday, so it didn't work out that way.
You smell food, but I'm making them.
What? We didn't have time to stop and get ice.
It's okay. It doesn't have to be cold.
Yeah, I'm like, it's wet. As long as the drink is wet.
Mom,
oh, I know who that is. Here you go.
Trevor?
Oop. Where's our napkins? That is Paul. You're right.
Yeah. Really? Yeah. I was like, man, let's talk about
I have this one bag, but it's not the cleanest.
Yeah, you've been telling us. I was like, man, I was like, the kids, you know, they like. Everybody says.
Yeah.
That wind hit them, and
here's a few napkins.
I heard you had meatloaf. Yep.
Sorry, guys. We got one call that we didn't want to take. So, hey, Dad, it's nice to see you. Yay! I'll come talk to you in a minute.
When somebody eats one, a couple blocks.
No, don't say that. No.
It's all her fault. So, I'm not curious.
Well, we was wondering ourselves. We got, regular old food stove in the house. And this big old pot that takes forever to cook anything. And it just took off from perspective. I hope I don't mess this up, guys. What is it? Just do not disturb, right? Hey, Scott. Just so you know, everybody, it's Scott's fault that we're late today. He kept us up on a live last night, and it's all his fault. we was trying to cook last night. We got on Scott's live, and then he took up too much time. Yeah, Scott, we do. Uh, Scott, are we still having issues with our mic? I mean, is it not? Oh, I think she's got the wrong earpiece in, so her mic ain't. No, Mike. I'm going back through comments here, and I'm looking at. You said, have we ever had hamburger mix with taco seasoning and made into meatloaf? No, never tried that. Sounds pretty awesome though. Jennifer, I think your earpiece don't have a mic on it because they're all saying that your mic's not working. I put it on Do Not Disturb.
Did it turn it off? It must have. I heard it ringing.
Lori, I don't know who called who a butt, but I mean, I don't think I did. I don't see it. There's nothing. It's
We are so technologically impaired.
yeah, it's not right.
Huh. I'm just gonna put the earpiece in my pocket then.
Yeah, it's not like you're here.
Yeah.
I want you guys to see something. This is Jen for you.
Are you bragging about meatloaf?
I had this meatloaf cut perfectly. And Jen come over here, and who does this? Who does this?
I do that. Look at this beautiful meal. It's amazing. Well, I'm glad we got here in time for you to eat. You had to go. Check this out, y'all. It's really good stuff. We've been so busy this morning, and our stove was busy cooking this. We haven't even been able to make breakfast. So we're all starving. We're kind of hoping there's leftovers, so we can have dinner too. Scott said, I'm thinking Jen does it, Wiley.
Yeah.
Lori Carp, we are serving mashed potatoes. Does any other kind of potato go better with meatloaf? See, Scott? Doesn't that look delicious? Well, you asked to see it again. Did you already tell them why we're late? Oh, yeah. But other than that, we I wish I could turn the camera around without having to, so that I could be in front of the camera and read the comments at the same time. But then I'd have to like leave StreamYard and come back, and then it's a big pain in the butt. So, anyway, normally we cook on Tuesdays and then reheat everything on Wednesdays. But we worked late yesterday and didn't have time to cook everything last night. So we prepared everything and got it to where we just had to cook it this morning. And we just have a normal cooktop stove that most people have in their houses, and it's not a commercial one or anything. And so we started cooking at 7 o'clock this morning, and we were still an hour late getting here. So duly noted. But 2 giant meatloafs in the oven and 2 giant 28-quart stock pots on the stove. And the stove just couldn't, I guess, keep up with it or whatever, because it took forever to cook. When it was time for us to leave today, come here, the meatloaf was only at 110 degrees and the potatoes were still hard. So we had to call a couple people and tell them we were going to be late. You're welcome. Have a blessed day. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna look at the comments again. Lori Carp, Wiley has got to make the best mashed potatoes in the whole world. Drops. You know, we probably should make multiple kinds of meatloaf, but we don't even really have a recipe. We just kind of throw things together until it tastes good. But yeah, we should have a spicy one and an Italian one. Sometimes it has sausage in it, and sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes it has sauce on the top. Sometimes it has cheese. Just kind of depends on what we have and how we're feeling that day. Ooh, Scott, cherry tomatoes out of the garden sound awesome. We had an abundance of cherry tomatoes today. Thank you for picking up the trash. I have a bag right here. If you're still hungry, we have more. Okay. Yep. That wind is a little on the chilly side. Hello, Vision Acres. I'm assuming it's Mike, but if not, hello, Chelsea.
Hi, how are you?
Sure. If it's cold here, imagine. What's the temperature there today, Scott? Oh man, panko crumbs. I bet that's delicious. We had saltine crackers, so that's what went into this today. But we've made it with Cheez-Its before, and oh my lord, it's good. Point y'all back this way. You're welcome. Have a blessed day. Let's hope we don't get copyright flagged or whatever for that song playing. Wonder if I can mute it. Hang on a second. Maybe that'll help. I've temporarily muted the mic because there's someone over there playing music and I don't want a copyright flag. So give us just a couple minutes. Yeah. See you later. Oh yeah, plates for Angel. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You want them now, Doug? No. He's gonna go to the lake. He's got to get to the lake and throw it in there. You don't know where to go.
You're so cool.
There you go. One space.
Yep. See you later, Doug. Don't forget you have your eye doctor appointment soon, Doug. Yep. So how is everybody doing today? Obviously, it's a cloudy day here today, and it's a little chilly. Excuse me for eating in front of y'all, but I'm really hungry. Our kitchen was busy and we couldn't cook in it. Hey, Chris's Clever Craft. Nice to see you. Hey, Eric and Candace. Gagne Farms, they said that they're just dropping by to hit the like button. We appreciate it. Oh man, yeah, drops. A plate of meatloaf with mashed potatoes and gravy with corn is always a good meal. I wish we'd had time to make rolls and gravy, because that would have just made it even better. But this is what we had time to make, and we were still an hour late. So unfortunately, we normally have a bigger crowd, but a lot of people left when they didn't see us here. Oh, hey, Monica. Monica is one of my bestest friends ever. Monica. Yeah, Monica's here. You want to say hi to her, Emmy? Monica has pretty much gotten to see my kids grow up. One of my bestest friends in the whole wide world. We have that kind of relationship where they're sisters, but not really. Yep. I'm just reading through comments. Ooh, smoked provolone on top of meatloaf. I bet that is good. I'm almost done stuffing my face, y'all. Love you, Monica. How's that baby doing today? She's babysitting her grandbaby. And he's like 6 months old and one of the cutest things I've ever seen. Oh yeah, drops. Those road rolls. I know exactly what you're talking about. The frozen yeast rolls. Man, those are so good. I haven't been able to figure out how to cook 100 of them yet because, you know, it takes a couple hours for them to rise. And we just don't have the counter space for that. Ooh, drops, you're gonna have to stop because you're making our meatloaf look shameful. Drops is talking about melted provolone and bacon on top of meatloaf and spicy meatloaf and Italian meatloaf, and ours just looks like a plain meatloaf. It's pretty good though. Not bad appetizing. What are you talking about, Emily? It looks appetizing and it is appetizing. Monica, we might actually have enough to bring you some. You want to make Monica a plate? You'll have to microwave it because it'll be cold by the time we get there. Yes. Yep. And I already have to-go boxes made up for Joe and Michael too. Drops, I bet she did. I blame Wiley for me gaining weight all the time. I've gained I quit my job as a letter carrier in January and I've put on like 25 pounds and I blame it on his mashed potatoes.
funny thing is, she works me hard enough that I've lost weight.
Yeah. Somehow he's losing it and I'm finding it. That doesn't seem fair. Sure, if there's some in there, well, if there's some in there, you can have them.
Yeah, if there's some in there, you can have it, but I don't think we have it. No, it's just water.
There's some chips over there in that box if you want some, though. Okay. I do feed Wiley, usually 3 times a day. Except on days like today, we didn't get breakfast because our kitchen was too busy.
I'm assuming for the last 20-something years, I drove cross country, and then I drove a wrecker for about 7 years at the end of that. And all I ever got to eat was junk food out of the hot boxes in the convenience stores and fast food and all that kind of stuff. And I'm assuming the change from that to eating real food every day has done a ton of good for me. Absolutely, Drops. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. Yeah, no. Truck stop food. And I mean, really, even the decent restaurants that you're able to stop at in a big truck is still not good. I owned my own company for 21 years. I had, whenever I got out of it, I had 6 trucks. And I was offered a deal with a local record company that at the time I didn't think I could pass up. And, well, I should have. But I can't be happier getting rid of those trucks either. So, one way or the other, it all led to me what led me to where I'm at right now. And I cannot be more thankful.
My dad was in here earlier. I don't know if he still is. How you doing? No? I can tell you what time it is, but we unfortunately don't have any bags. It's 1:46.
So, Scott wants to know whatever happened to
See you
the
later.
fella that had his van taken and couldn't afford to get it back.
We haven't seen him in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, no.
But Doug told us that Tyrone is actually in the same nursing home that Cowboy is. So we're gonna have to pay them a visit. Oh.
Yeah, Drops, it sure does. I missed a lot on my kids growing up. I loved it. It's in my blood. That's all I've ever known. My dad done it my whole life. That's all I ever wanted to do. But
if we ever get rid of these kids, we might go on the road together.
Yeah.
We packed 4 kids into a tiny home. We're not gonna try to pack them into an 18-wheeler.
No.
You put Emily, Hunter, and Lily in the back seat of the truck, and it's like it's torture to us. Yes.
Step back in your mouth before a bird comes by and poops on it. I had a contract with a nursery out of Tahlequah, Oklahoma. We delivered nursery products to Lowe's, Walmart, all across the Midwest. We done that. In the off season, I had a step deck. We hauled just about everything.
So, for you guys that don't know, today we had meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and corn, and oh, it was so good. Wish we could send y'all some, but I don't think it'd be any good by the time I got there. Also, some of you may not know, we are doing a sleeping bag drive that goes through until November 4th. Our goal is to get 40 sleeping bags in 40 days. I would like to apologize. When we added the sleeping bags to our Amazon wish list, they were about $40. And I went on there today. Somebody had told me that one of the ones that we had on our list was out of stock, and Amazon didn't know when they were going to get it in stock. So when I was on there, I realized that the sleeping bags that are on there have gone up $5 to $10, and so I apologize for that. Our address is listed on our about page if somebody has a used sleeping bag and wants to donate it or something.
Guys, and if y'all can find them, y'all don't have to order off of our wish list. I mean, if you can find anything,
these people will be happy with whatever they get. But the ones that are on our wish list are rated for really cold weather because believe it or not, it gets really, really cold here in Oklahoma. There's often times during the winter with the wind chill, it's in the negatives. And so we just want to make sure that the ones that we have on our list are rated for down to 0 degrees and that most of them are waterproof. So, and come to find out, there's not a whole lot on Amazon that's less than $40. So if you can find one cheaper somewhere else, Mike and Terry found some at the Army surplus for $10 and they bought the ones that they could and brought them to us, and they were gone in no time at all.
Hey, Joe, thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Joe. But anyway, yeah. So it's going through November 4th. There are a lot of these people. A lot of them aren't homeless. Some of them are. And every year we lose at least a few people due to exposure to the cold. So that's why we're doing the drive, is to try to help save lives this winter, because we don't have any to-go boxes, so you'll have to carry a plate.
I don't think there's probably enough meatloaf for one more plate, and that's about it. Rebecca, I don't think he has any family down there. I think that's what the whole problem is, and we're trying to figure out how to take care of that for him. But I'm pretty sure he don't have any family down there. Hey, Monica. Drops, where are you guys at? You said your sister stopped by from Seattle. Are y'all up in the Northwest, or? Oh, you're in Spokane. Okay. All the way across the state for her then. I've delivered a lot of loads up to Spokane. There's a guy that sells used equipment just right off the interstate over there. And I've actually done a lot of power only loads for him, going and getting brand new trailers and stuff and bringing them back to Seattle for him. Or Spokane, I mean. You're absolutely right about the ID. That's that's the hard part, is once they lose their ID, like Jen was saying the other day, is you can't even get a library card without an ID. So once you lose your ID, you can't even go to the library to try to reapply. Most of these people don't have access to the internet or anything like that. So once you lose it, you're pretty well up the creek without a paddle. I mean, and we're trying to work and figure out, what we've got to do to help these people take those steps. Thank you, Joe. We do the best we can. This is all kind of a learning process for us. We started feeding people around the first of the year, and we've been doing a meal every week since. And so we're wanting to get into, more than just feeding people, obviously, but just trying to find the resources and what it's going to be, the contacts and all that stuff has been our issues around here. We haven't been able to get into it real hot and heavy yet, but that's future things we're going to do, are going to try to do. We would like to get a whole lot of networking going on to where we have all kinds of different resources. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Drops. We've got our state nonprofit, but it's
Our certificate of incorporation.
we can't afford to hire a lawyer to do the 501c3.
So I'm having to use my business skills.
So it's a slow process trying to get it all done and get it all set up, and but we are working on that.
And we do have an EIN through the IRS. We just don't have a tax nonprofit tax status, whatever yet. Yeah.
Well, then it's not an easy process, but we're working on it.
Was it Drop?
Yeah, Drop said he did a 501c3 for an organization in Atlanta. So.
Yeah, we have to create all of the documents, the bylaws, and all of that stuff, and that takes a lot of research. Fortunately, I have a bachelor's degree in business, and so I don't have any experience in running a nonprofit, but here we are doing it, and we're learning as we go. So hopefully, I think the IRS allots you 18 months from the time you apply for your EIN to apply for a I think that's how. And so maybe this winter when we're inside and we're not as busy, I'll be doing more paperwork. But
you're full. Well, that's good. That's good.
Now you're ready for Nope, you definitely don't need that.
Well,
see you later, Feather. You're welcome. Have a blessed day. What are Hunter and Lily up to?
Take it easy, Drops. Have a good one.
Bye. Thank you for stopping by. So, back to what I was talking about before I walked off. I get easily distracted. That sounds awful. They have this little like dart that you just throw and it's like a magnet one or something like that. But Lily's just like brushing her teeth with her. The Barbie? Yeah. our kids are strange, y'all. Anyway, we can thank Jesse and Lisa at Lazy Days Ahead for helping sponsor this week's meal. And we want to just give an overall thank you to everybody who's already donated a sleeping bag. If you can't afford to donate a sleeping bag, share this video, give it a like. Obviously, that helps. Pray for our ministry. That is more important than anything. We, like Wiley was saying, we really don't want to just, we started out feeding people, and we feel like God is leading us into helping in more areas than just with one meal a week. We would honestly love to be able to feed, 5, 6 days a week or something. But we can't afford to do that, and we don't really have the facilities to be able to make that happen.
Yeah.
So, but we have a PayPal account if you guys wanted to donate $1 or $5 or anything like that, or our address listed on our about page if you wanted to send us something that might help these people. But we eventually want to help bridge the gap and be able to help them out of poverty, I guess is what you could say.
And there's some of these people that are just happy as a tick out here where they're at. I mean, some of these people don't want to go anywhere else.
Some people are out here by choice, others aren't, and some of them are out here because of bad choices they've made, but not every one of them are. And the thing is that once you get, like Wiley was saying, once you get to hit rock bottom, it's really hard to pick yourself back up from that point, because without a phone, how are you going to apply for a job? You don't have contact information. Most places require that you apply for jobs online now. If you don't have access to the internet, that eliminates a lot of jobs that way. And a lot of these people have, their wallets have been stolen. So their identities essentially are stolen. They don't have an ID or a driver's license. And to get one of those things, we're finding out is not the easiest thing to do in the world. It's one guy that we feed, he's not here today, but we had a plate back for him and his old lady. And he's never had a driver's license in the state of Oklahoma. He's had a driver's license before, just not here. And his birth certificate is located in El Paso, Texas. So when you have to order your birth certificate from out of state, you have to be able to do it online. And he can't even apply for a library card for free access to the internet without some sort of identification. And you can't apply for a post office box without proof of residency. And there's just so many things that tie into it, just make it that much harder. Because, I don't know if any of y'all have ever experienced pretty much losing your identity. Losing your wallet is a huge inconvenience. But many of us have a copy of our birth certificate and our social security card, and we have an address where we can receive documents, and we have access to the internet, and it's just things like that people take for granted because it's something that we have every day that we don't really struggle to have access to, and so we want to really be able to help these people we want to know what programs are available. We want to get to know people and be able to give them a hand up. We don't want to give them a handout. We don't want to try to give everybody a free place to live or, all of that. But we would really like to build a relationship with businesses in town and that would be willing to. We want to build a relationship with businesses in town that would be willing to give these people a job. Partner with a barber who's willing to give somebody a free haircut so that they could go to job interviews. We want to be able to know, where the clothing closets are. So if somebody just had all of their stuff stolen, we can point them in the right direction or take them to a church or something. Or if somebody gets hired for a job, maybe we can find a local thrift store that's willing to give them a couple outfits to get them through until they get their first paycheck. You know, and once you hit rock bottom and you're this low, it takes a while. Like, I mean, if you think about it, to rent a place, usually you have to have first, last, and deposit. And so, I mean, you're looking at minimum of $1,500. And when you're living out of gas station food, you can spend $1,500 in 2 weeks just trying to eat, and you're not even eating anything that's nutritious. So because there's not a grocery store in this part of town. There's grocery stores on the far south side of town and the far north side of town. And in between that, you got Dollar General. And they're still kind of spread out. So it's, you know, we want to help with more than just providing a meal a week. Like, honestly, we feel like we're doing the bare minimum, but it's what we can do right now. It's what we know how to do, while we're learning what else we can do to help. So we'll get there eventually and be able to help in other ways also. But like I said, to be able to help them request their documents, have a place where those documents can be mailed to, have a way to help them get a job, to help them get a place to live, to help them receive services if they have issues with substance abuse or mental illness. It's important to us to help these people rehab and not just, you know, not everybody wants help either, but to identify those who are seriously just down on their luck. We want to be able to help them up. Am I missing a lot of comments?
No, not really.
Oh, what are they saying? Oh, okay. Thanks, Drops. Oh. Yeah, Drops is making pizza. Oh, no. Let's see. Not right now. Drop said most of the holdup with the 501c3 is the IRS, and I totally believe that, especially with everything going on right now and there being shortages everywhere. And I don't know about y'all, but it seems like since people have been working from home, it's nearly impossible to get anything done.
Yeah.
So it seems like it takes 10,000 times longer for somebody to do something. But I completely understand, because if I had a job where I worked remotely and at home, I probably wouldn't hardly get anything done either, because I'm too busy chasing around the kids and the animals, just living life, you know. It's a lot easier to work and stay focused when you have an office to go to every day. Oh, Emily's waiting on a package.
Actually, it's like a package, but there's like 3 things on it.
With her babysitting money, she bought an MP3 player, which might be a good thing for me too, considering that way she can be in the back seat with headphones in, listening to music, instead of arguing with her.
Considering most of the time when I use your phone, it's just to look up songs so I can figure out new ones, or listening to songs, so I won't have to use so much time, which will leave you with more data.
Do you need help, Wiley?
Wiley
I'm
ruined
letting
my
Wiley
beautiful
work while I chat.
Wiley ruined my beautiful work.
We let him borrow it to give dog water. Yeah. Delivered. They were both delivered. They should be there when we get home.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Oh my god!
You excited? I'm gonna look at comments. Oh. Step around the tripod. Hey, Simply Jan, how are you today? Thank you for stopping by. We've only been on here for an hour.
Yeah.
Heh.
They eat fast today.
Yeah, they did. We have leftover corn and leftover mashed taters. Okay, Monica. We're packing up. Well, Wiley just packed up, so we will be headed your way here shortly. As soon as we get off this live. Oh, he'll probably be asleep.
Dang it, I don't care. But
He's at the work.
he should be.
Yeah.
He's a face.
Yeah.
Unless
So,
we
you know, you say that. I made that big plate for Monica one. Did you put it up?
Yeah, it's in the
Oh.
truck. Yeah.
they aren't cute if they're humans, but if they're not, then
Monica, you can share the mashed taters with the baby.
Yeah.
He'll like them.
My granddaughter, that was mashed potatoes and what was it? The banana pudding was her main meal whenever she was young.
Well, guys.
Okay, yeah, I think we probably
As much
are.
as we'd like to hang out and chat some more, we have things to do at home.
Yeah.
We're working on building our shop.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll go live when we get home and they can just watch us build the
watch
shop.
us build shop.
He's milling up wood so that we can put up walls on it. We finally got a partial roof on it this week, and we're really excited to have a dry place to work outside because winter is a coming.
Quickly.
Okay, y'all. We will see y'all later.
No, I think we're good.
Thank you to everybody who supports us. Don't forget to smash that like button before y'all leave. We very much appreciate it. See y'all later.
God bless everybody.
Bye. Hope y'all have a very blessed day today. See you, Lori. Bye, Scott. Bye, Monica. Bye, Jan. Bye, Joe. Bye, Drops. Let's see who else was in here still. Mike and Chelsea, if y'all are still here. Lori, I just saw your comment on the birth certificates on out of state, and I will, I've had to order, I was born in California, so I've had to order birth certificates from out of state before, and each state is a little bit different. So I will have to learn about Texas in particular now. Drop said something about an area on the freeway you were talking about, and it's on the north side, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he said, yep. And I don't know how long ago that comment was, but yep. Yes, Drops also said something about Mike and Terry, and I just want to let you guys know, say a prayer for Mike and Terry at MT Homestead. They've got the thing, and they're recovering, but they're not feeling too good.
Yep.
So say a prayer for them. They are awesome, and they are a blessing to so many people. Let's see. Okay. All right. Okie doke. All right, we're going to get off here now. Oh, Carolyn Wynn. Thank you for stopping by. Again, y'all don't forget to smash that like button on your way out. We're going to get out of here. And we really need to work on our watch hours.
Yeah, really badly.
We've been focusing a lot on YouTube, but then not enough at the same time. We don't know where that balance is in getting YouTube done and still getting everything else done. So forgive us. We're doing the best we can. We have lots of things to share, just no time to share it. Okay, all right. We're really leaving this time. We will catch y'all on the next live. Have a super blessed day and stay salty.